Welcome to the Big and Small Podcast, coming to you from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Just a couple of guys drinking some beers, having some chow, and talking all things sports.
All right, boys. Episode 2. One's funny. Unreal. We're here at Little River Beach Club on Plymouth Beach. We're on the upper deck. And you can see behind us motion, right? City outside. It's Plymouth Bay. Nautical term for it. Plymouth Bay. We're building man. But yeah, we are able to get them up. It's close to and that's still on. It's fairly late. But trying to do all the good training. Anyway, it's not just me. I will say, thank God we were born in the middle of the summer. If I was going through this in the middle of February when it got dark at like 4:30 in the afternoon, fighting it until 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, no, yeah, coach's class. So what do we want to get into first? Well, one of the things just mentioned to everybody that you get to our millions of views. Support. Sponsorships are welcome. There's a summer review of Davis from the peak behind us. Stand all the way out to the point. Really get into each of it. Yeah. Texas down here for the food is nice one. The line downstairs, like we used to way better because we really know it. But we have to make food. And luckily this worked out. It's a good thought at end of 4th of July. It's just we just had a start dying so it's not pretty cool. It's been here almost 100 years. And I feel like it's still, baby, 1929. I feel like it's still one of like the best kept secrets in Plymouth. I thought a bunch of people in Plymouth were like, beach. Like, where's the beach? What? That's like, it's like, dude, Dougie's almost a member. Almost, hopefully next year. Another way, let's he needs it. He needs it bad. Strap a 20 to his chest. I'll pick him up again. Alright, RedSox. Should they be buying or selling? Where is my interest? I have 2 thoughts. Never thought of it. I'm buying. Alright. So, you're not picking stuff up. And, for sale, all you do is we are small movement. But what is your bar? What's the thing? Now you're bottling are now on for playoff. why not? Why not? Original story comes back. Doing tour calls. But more than Aaron is they have not and now the biggest relevant problem there. So ownership. This is money making sense. Really not in the market like that. I don't know.
Which is disheartening because I want them to be on.
They came in. Yeah. So there's probably Lisa coming off the wall, right? We need Franco. We got it. Yeah, we're good. Whatever you want. Anyway. You money.
Sorry,
You have more.
Oh yeah. So yesterday I was listening to my buddy Nick. I think he put it well. Right? They're middle. They're in the middle. They're not really buying. Not really. He seems to think that because he's frustrated as a fan as well. Do one or the other. Either buy or sell. Don't just kind of stay in the middle, kind of keep your head above water a little bit. You know what I mean? Do something. Pick a direction to go.
Or will something more of it.
They're going to worry about what they want. I think you have to. I don't think they're going to make it close. I don't mind the club right now. They're not as slowly. It's fine.
And with such a bad
but I relation to passes stinks.
Yes.
In the middle infield stinks. And that's a person who's asked the club to be plays. And Joe Flacco is how bad so you never know. It's supposed to be. Story's the key. It's supposed to be starting right after the ball. Let's see if we can pull across the back. If he can, he's been up there. It's interesting guys. It's just, you've got to show up on the road to really big run. And I wish they would decide that somehow I can get second or third in the league doubles.
As far as I know, there's only one RedSox.
That's it.
Yeah.
But the Reds service for you, you're having a deal to how to help anyone that could have learned stuff. First of all,
it's the same thing with the NBA.
I think the shots it's a new I want to see you get the shots on money. A better second base type gets scored. Either way, if they don't get shot on score, it's either gonna be a quick score or it's going to be a goal. He's a massive operator. It'd be nice for me, it'd be nice if one of the other players could learn to play. If you got some pieces and stuff, with the trade. Because you're older. Granted, you love it. If you're not fighting, because they slip on them, you're a big star. Say, look at it. If one of those guys possibly something like the ball, like first. I just don't know. I know, that's how the game is ended. Well, right now, you've got Korean, the Dugo, Yoshida, and then and so you've got you've got like 6 out there right now that are pretty good.
We're filming them. This is like television. On Nickelodeon, I probably won't see on that. We might see some. That's one let you know. Camera here, we're live. Want to say hi? You seen that? Huh? You think you yeah. You just have to decide something today.
Yeah, I think the highest. But you know, you say they are. They still have the raise. It's a team that's really beat them. They're 1-7. But I've not discussed it at all. Like Coach said, they feel like something about pitching and shocking. They're really great at that. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, like I said, they're an up, I think. And maybe sneak in. You never know.
Yeah, well, that's stuff too. Because like my mindset on the Red Sox kind of almost changed me. You know what I mean? So say they won 5 straight, they come back and they all start. If you lose 6 straight, you're gonna have a different outlook. They lose 6 straight back. So do we want to go to Celtics or Bruins next?
Alright. The Patriots.
Yes. So, on the Patriots?
Either way, the Patriots.
Last year, you just did fly ball.
Well, we talked about what's it called? He's action. He's converted it. So it's like a lot of work. It's called nutrition coach. Now that you're constantly it's good results already.
So do you want to do that? Or do you want to do that instead? Alright, so Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Hopkins are still stagnant. Who's one? The two. I don't think so. Guys off. They all hate. So I mean, like,
Well, I think a lot of products going to people. I mean, right now, Vegas has by far the number one destination to get over. But he is a lot of those teams. We don't have the space for that. So I think with the Patriots, my guess is that Belichick can go unless you're over play special teams. All these nickels and dimes people. So that's my point. Unless you're
your long snappers make like $5 million.
Unless you're an unbelievable return. Yes. But I mean, it's a matter of what do you have. But I think the place is really low. I think it's just a rotation. It's going to sell years. What about this incentive later? But I'll tell you, I think it should be 1 year. Problem.
guy.
I mean, for my internet, so I mean, it's more so yeah, so before, I mean, at least they're a completely different team. By the way, I'm not a big situation. I was telling this to Jimmy down the it says, yeah, the way I'm walking, I know. I'm going to have to eat some so, get some up. I'm going to clean it up. It's good enough. But they had, especially, but if we have the whole, they'd at least be kind of cool as well. I mean, I think, like, fascinating to me because what he brings is so good with that. I mean, he's a goal. At the same time, he's running too much. They need to start it. 17 games for them. He's like, Washington's 1,100 attempts, 1,173 yards, 81 yards. Longest game for the last game. 2021 was 1,199.
He runs 87. What did he run for last year?
1173.
1173. That's big happening.
Yeah. I mean, he's really good. He played 4 games in 2007. And then he was in 11 and 8. So he's only been in the field. He's been a field now he's qualified for 4 years. That's 8 touchdowns last year, 60 of the 4 and 6. This is on the ground. And 13 and 19. The guys are game breaker. And go to him to receive. He had 39%. He had 30 points. He had 42 receptions. 53. Obama is right at short. Sure, you don't know. That's easy money. Yeah. So, yeah, I just like the type of offense I think they're going to run. I mean, they both be pretty good. Oh, I guess the other day, it really changes my excitement to see.
If you go and do both now, make these new teams. Now, hey, management, you're doing something. Look at the product you're putting on. All right, hey, here's all the pieces, coaching staff, do what you can do. Yes. It's all the fence on that, but getting on those two weapons now. No, I know. Yes.
Back to thinking, I still, like I said, though, it doesn't matter. One thing about those guys is going to be a lot of I knew inside it. You got to play with some outside stuff. But I would just say, hey, oh yeah, I'm trying to help. What did you do? Yeah. No, I think that it's over. But I think that they also don't know anything. I don't know what's going to happen. But it's get the baby on try to show maybe, try to out.
Well, that's why I like having the DeAndre thing too, because teams are going to have a game plan for DeAndre. Right now, we don't really have that kind of that receiver team that everybody keep an eye on every single play. That way, With the two tight ends.
And Juju. It's a huge shot. It's like, they have, it's a coaching point. Jones did it, produce the line of Jones, Jones. Yeah, but I don't know.
Which sucks because in that, if you don't bring these guys in on one day, now you just kind of wasting that money. Have the shit.
Well, it's the plan. No, pretty much. Never know what's going to happen to me right now. But I'd say it's an interesting, hopefully by the next ball, people get some positive news on this. Definitely for me, changed my feeling sexual success. Looking forward to it. We don't have an extremely people with Jimmy Well, I think that whole around 90 degrees. We haven't seen 90 degrees yet. But I think that humidity is actually falling. Anyway, I'll go right into that. Fourth of July just passed. Did we get to see the in April? Well, yes. It just started to rain, and basically turned into a horrific calculus of Saturday. And so basically, I didn't even go to the parade first time ever. Really? Yeah. And then I was having the house for the fireworks. Oh my God.
I heard a little something about that.
Now I'm like,
I heard a little something about the forest here compound on the floor.
Oh yeah. So we ended up. That was unbelievable. So we ended up at Rico Beach. So we ended up meeting a friend of mine who's doing great talents. Every day we go. We went down each day. And yeah, it was great. And then we took back to the house, had some roller games out, and it stopped, which was nice. The rain stopped. So now she's getting some action. People coming in. Some of them literally left the hazards to get But anyway, so now everybody sets up, everybody's excited. All of a sudden, here comes this guy that introduced to him. Well, what do you introduce him to? This is DJ Jimmy. We asked him to come over. I said, I haven't had a phone so else. Would you mind if I set up? Set up. So he brought us to the floor. Just, this night was going on. 4 or 5 weeks ago. Around 7 o'clock or so. Sets up his whole DJ set with karaoke and Frank. But right here, and it was 1 million. I gotta tell you that. No, the upstairs one, as I shut it down, it was so it would have been better if I was on school style. But the fireworks went on, right? But it was a shame. Nobody really cared about it. Okay, we went in there, but it was like, all of a sudden, what happened? All of a sudden, he out of nowhere, it's crazy on, and bam, before the accident, set up out all day. Heard the weather forecast was great, and all that set up. Really goes boom, can't see a thing. Everybody left. So basically, everybody left the each other like that. Unless they went to Ohio.
Unless they walked across the diamond and
You want a burger? So that was kind of an interesting thing.
So, who's Celtics? Because I figured Blue was kind of be deep. So, Celtics in a sign and trade with Dallas for Greg Williams. Greg Williams got 4 years, $53 million in sign and trade. In return, Celtics gave a second-round pick for 2024, 2025, 2028. That's what? 17 million a year?
Well, I was talking to Quinny Greenless. That's it. Signing up the whole thing. We don't talk about NBA because nobody knows about it. It's embarrassing. So I know who this guy is, but you see him?
So did Kevin Durant for a game.
Yeah.
Wasn't it real?
Was what season 3 of the play in Texas?
Yeah, but Durant, wasn't it a whole thing? Durant couldn't even mention now.
See, but I'm saying probably we talk about watch because you actually do these things too, like living legends coming out of college.
Now you're in for a year.
Now it's like there's no betting. And see who gets out of it. You just don't know anymore.
That's it. It's just the tournament. That's the only thing you can watch.
No, but they had but I think we didn't need. I think they just want to move on. See, but I'll tell you, they'll help that team. Team's tough. Except I think when he's an answer, let's take a quick break.
On break?
Great. I want some of this stuff.
But to wrap up the Celtics, the interesting thing still out there is Jaylen Brown going to get the SuperMax or not? You know, and
tell you what, because it's taking so long, I think the Celtics kind of blocking that a little bit. Honestly, I don't blame them.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot of money, but how the cap works, I think it's tough to not.
So would you go straight up then for Damian Lillard?
No.
You would.
Well, I think it's tough too because even crap players in the NFL are still making like $15-20 million.
Would you go straight up Jaylen Brown, Damian Lillard? I saw another thing today.
No.
Jaylen Brown.
Lillard's not coming.
Jaylen Brown and Paul George.
No. I think Paul George is skeleton. So.
I agree. I think Jaylen Brown's still young. You know, Lillard. The problem with the Lillard deal is now it changes. Now you know you got rid of Smart, so now you're loaded. You've got basically 3-point guards again.
One of them can drop 50.
You know, but no, Lillard's awesome. I love him. But there was talk of Lillard coming still with Brown.
I know that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that'd be fun to watch. But it's interesting because with Brown, right? He doesn't have to sign anything yet. It's now he's got the window.
He's got a year.
Yeah. So either they give it to him now, or he becomes a free agent after next year, right? So if they offer him the SuperMax, they lock him in. If they don't, he's probably gone for nothing. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we can move on, Doug.
Bruins.
All right.
So, Bertuzzi left, went to Toronto, 1 year, $5.5 million. Do you think he wanted to leave? Do you think the Bruins gave him an offer and he turned it down? What do we think?
We know. They offered him $5.
Yep.
He didn't take it. Toronto came back with $5.5, but also 1 year to play with the best offense in the NFL, the NHL. He said, yeah, I'll go for a year, light it up, and then really get it. I think that's what that was all about.
I think, is he from Toronto too?
I don't think so.
No.
Because maybe he is, but I do know the whole, when he was during COVID, he didn't get vaccinated. So he could not play anything in
From Ontario.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Toronto. But he would not get vaccinated. So
Shows you what I know about geographic Canada, you know?
but I mean, he wouldn't get vaccinated, so he couldn't play anything in Canada.
Yeah, that was a big deal. You know, I think that my whole thing is what I'm fascinated. That right now under the cap, $7 million.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
With all.
With all. No, without. That's under seven, but they have not signed Frederick, and they have not signed Swayman.
You love Frederick.
Well, I'm just saying out of the rest of the team is taken care of, and you haven't Bergeron and Krejci haven't given you any decisions. So I think Hall. I just was shocked that they moved Hall, who they had under contract, not already knowing damn well you had Bertuzzi signed. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, and what did they sign? I know Lucci's $1 million. What did they sign Van Reed for?
$1 million. Geeky $2 million. So between those, that's $4. Like I said, though, you know, really, then you signed in Shattenkirk for another $1 million. Right. So they got serviceable NHL
so they
guys.
Hall and they brought those.
Well, yeah, or you'd say that money they thought was going to Bertuzzi.
I think they had all marks slated Bertuzzi. Trade him. No one's taking him. And you know what? I think
1 year, $1 million.
but I think that other teams feel like I do. And Allmark caught lightning in a bottle last year, and he's not going to be the same guy moving forward.
Yeah, I think so my whole thing was, hold on, don't eat all those because I have the onion dip downstairs I gotta make. I've seen you eat a bag of chips before. Oh. She might weigh 100 pounds, but she can eat a bag of chips.
Wow.
Yeah, she likes the chips. It's interesting. But anyway.
So would you rather the Bruins keep both goalies or move one?
Well, what my end of it is, what aggravated me is guys under significant contracts that I would have tried to move, and even if people wouldn't eat their contract. So, for example, let's use Orlov. Orlov got a 2-year, $15 million, right? Carlo and Grzelcyk equal that. Grzelcyk didn't even play every game in the playoffs. Okay, he's making 3.68. He's making 3.7. Carlo 4.1. Who's a concussion away from his career being over. Yeah. I thought they were going to look to move guys like that. $3 million. $3 million. So I don't care. I'd rather have Orlov as my number 3 defenseman and then fill it in with a Shattenkirk and Zaboro, and hopefully have maybe a young prospect coming up to get to where. Allmark, I thought they were going to move too because you're not going to have to pay Swayman $5 million, but Allmark's $5. Right. So I just thought there was a lot of other ways to think about freeing up money. And especially with, obviously a Bergeron and Krejci out there. Hathaway only signed for $2 million. Now, probably
for a full-time guy.
Yeah, I mean, he actually signed for almost 2.5. My thing is, that money is, I wouldn't have bothered with him. I really felt the focus we talked about this was to free up enough money to keep Bertuzzi and to keep Orlov. But the horror right now is, if Bergeron's not coming back, your centers right now, you're basically looking at, Coyle, Zaka, and if Frederick signs. And then Geeky is a center.
$2 million.
Is a center wing.
And Megna, Jason Megna is on the books for $775.
Yeah, that's a non-fact. They got those guys in the trade.
Pull up the Providence Bruins stats. See who the leading center on that team.
Well, it's going to be that young kid. I think they're going to bring up.
Well, Fabian Lysell's a wing.
Yeah, he's going to have to come up. They need somebody who can score a goal. But
your defensemen make big money. So McAvoy's at $9.5 million. Lindholm $6.5 million. Carlo 4.1.
Carlo's bad, but that's the market for him.
Grzelcyk is better part of 3.1.
He's 3.69. He's almost 3.7.
Yeah. 3'7", what do you say, four-burner?
Yeah, I just went over.
He's 3 mil.
3, and tomorrow's 1, 2, and Shaq.
You had all the numbers.
Shattenkirk.
Yeah, but
And Mike Riley, 3, pennies.
Yeah.
But I would have looked at filling in some young guys, maybe, because like if you use the example, if you take right now, Geeky is not even he's on the younger side. You don't know what you 100% get from. So he could be a good third line center, but a real unknown.
Right.
Frederick for sure can be a support line center if they sign him, whatever that deal's going to be. And then to Hathaway, between Lucic and Hathaway and Van Riemsdyk and Hathaway, it's a wash anymore. But I really just felt the focus needed to be on Bertuzzi and Orlov. I would have done anything in my power to get $7 million on the books. If you could have made a move, 8 out of Grzelcyk and Carlo alone, even if you had to eat, you lose out of that, $4 million instead of the whole 7. You're now at 11. Hallmark, you can get rid of him. You're now at $16 million. There was ways to make this thing work, and I'm shocked that their only real move at the end of the day was to hire pretty much has-been veterans, save money. Lucic is a name that coming back to town. I mean, I've been a big Lucic fan. I want him to come back just because for the physicality of what they needed with a real good team. But I mean, his stats, he's not giving you really much, if anything, on offense. So
I think that was more for the fans. Yeah. The fans love
because they want to put people in the seats. Yeah. In my opinion, this is a Jacob where he's like, all right, I let you try to go for it last year. You brought in the world, the trade deadline, and I'm not signing these guys. And look, so now we're going back and making money again, just like the Red Sox. That's my thing.
I gotta disagree. It didn't matter. Your cap space. Right now you're 7 under the cap. They're gonna spend it because that's either gonna be for Frederick, unless they go Swayman, most likely, and hopefully Bergeron on a $1 million deal. So but I'm just saying that's. I think it was the GM Sweeney and his group there just didn't have. They must have been trying, but couldn't figure out how to move guys they need to move.
I think the screwed was
and they also have and they also have a love affair with some guys that shouldn't be there. I mean, it just is that simple. I mean,
but don't you run into the same issue at the end of the 2023 season? I'm looking at this right. So DeBrusque only has 1 year left. Yep. Lucic's on for 1 year. How do you say it?
Van Riemsdyk
is only here for 1 year.
Yep.
Greer's only here for a year. Mega's a year. Grzelcyk has 1 year left. Forburn has 1 year left. Saboro and then Shattenkirk all have 1 year left.
Yeah, but I'm saying all those guys basically stink. So
but you're still talking about losing, the better part of like 9 guys. So you're still gonna have to do something. You're still gonna have to put a team on the ice.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to decide who you're moving and who you want. Where is your what I call it wasted money?
Well, I hate to say it. I think there's 2 guys maybe on the team that are untouchable, which is
Marchand,
Pasta, and 2 guys.
Untouchable?
They're not going to trade. But you could trade.
Well, I mean, not when they just decided to sign Pasta for $11 million a year.
It's still, that's market. I mean, you can trade him.
You think that's market?
Absolutely. He was the 3rd highest scorer in the league.
He was 2nd in MVP.
That's the market.
But I disagree. I agree. You can't move Pasta because you don't have anybody else who can score for the most part.
No, I'm just saying. You're not
Marchand's going to give some points. You're going to get some points.
Marchand's great. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm just saying he is.
But they have nobody right now that's a point producer besides those 2 guys. McAvoy, I don't know. McAvoy right now is not playing like he's worth $9.5 million. And especially how he played in the playoffs. And especially he's supposed to be a big physical defenseman who had 0 body checks in almost half the games. And 9.5 is a huge number. Would that freeze up? That's a guy that I would have, and I think people would have bid on him. I would have tried to move. and kept Orloff, and also had enough. You could have think of it this way: you could have kept Orloff and Bertuzzi almost for what you're paying McAvoy. But right now, all I can say is, I was talking to someone right now, they stink. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Bergeron, Krejci, and what they're going to do with a couple more moves.
Well, McAvoy and Lindholm are signed at least through 2027. Between the both of them, they're $15 million.
Yeah. Lindholm was a freaking ghost. Yeah, it was terrible. Couldn't handle a puck.
Yeah, he had a tough playoff run. Well, it wasn't a run, but he had a tough series. But again, he's 6'5" compared to 9'5". It's still significantly different. But
$3 million in the NHL is a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's like Forbat though. What is he? What's his relevance? $3 million.
$3 million.
I'd take 4 Shattenkirks over him. I mean, but it's like those are the guys. When I was looking at the numbers, I just was like, wow, this doesn't add up to me what they're paying some of these guys. And I think one of my dear friends, really good, our friend, Big Sean. He's a big hockey guy. Knows some guys well. Has some NHL players actually as clients. He's an accountant. And we were talking about the other day. And he felt they had never intended to go after Bertuzzi or Orloff. They knew what they were doing. They're up against the cap, which I agree with them. They were. If you don't make more moves, if you don't make more Taylor Hall moves, and I thought they were going to make more Taylor Hall type moves this whole season and free up some more money and pay a couple guys I think they should have paid, or somebody else. But right now, I can't. I was trying to go through line combinations, and I was like, ooh.
But I tell you what, not the Bruins, but to see a team turn around from freaking worst to best, wait till you see the Chicago Blackhawks.
It should be a pretty good club.
We got some goalies. What's next, Dougie?
Entertainment?
Sure.
What do you got?
Oh, I was talking. I kind of talked about the 4th of July with the DJ and stuff. So that was pretty fun.
How was the showcase?
Showcase went great. Thank you. Yep.
Did you get rained out?
Nope. Minor miracle.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had over 20 over the course of the 2 days. This was the New England Elite 100 college baseball showcase at Brandeis University in Waltham, my alma mater. And we had over 20 college coaches between the 2 days, ranging from BC. Oh, that's an interesting tidbit too. He left. BC coach just left to go to Penn State.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, but it's funny with BC job. I was shocked. Came up on my LinkedIn that they haven't officially named the new head coach. I think it's always going to get it. The assistant, and the top assistant coach there is a full-time position, which is so interesting. Mike, just real estate career is over though if you do that. But the point is, you're like,
if you're traveling,
yeah, it's good. It depends what they pay. But I was surprised. It's amazing. I was telling Lisa, she wouldn't understand. But the point is, it's like that. When I played college ball, the BC head coach job was part-time. How times have changed. In all Division IIIs, all the schools like Brandeis and stuff, they were all full-time. That's why their programs were better.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he, really nice guy. I sent. God, why am I trying to blank? But he was nice guy. Did a great job. BC had a hell of a year. Built that program. I said a couple real good players play for him. I'll come up with it. But anyway, we had that. We had over 55 kids attend. Players came in, and a nice 2-day showcase. But it was funny because we ran it. Those were shady weather days. We ran it 4 to 8 p.m. First day wasn't too bad. Day 2 though, I am telling you, it was. However the winds worked in the storms, you can see. I mean, it was literally it felt like it was like 200 yards from us. It was sitting there, this is going to be a disaster. And somehow, we got one of the guys who's got the radar on, and we're going, I think this is going to fly right by us. And we're like, oh, so fire's over. I'm like, awesome, great job, guys.
See you later.
Literally get in my car, leave Brandeis. I go 1 mile down the road, sideways rain. So that was a positive. But it was a nice. It was for our first showcase. It really went well. And if we picked a different date, which we will in the future, we would have probably had. We would have had at least 100 kids there, which would have been awesome. And the college coaches loved it. It was great. So we're back. I'm hoping we're going to do another one early fall. And or late August. But yeah, great job by all the coaches that came and all the coaches that helped us, and obviously Dan Donato, good friend of mine, does with us, and Coach Pappas' staff from New League football camp. Great job.
Excellent.
Tim Fletterjohn, it was good.
Entertainment. I don't know. Really nothing. The LPP than
MIA.
Nurse practitioner with her mother.
That's right.
So I haven't really been doing it. Other than
CrossFit?
yeah, but other than a little golf today down at Coy Brook and
Down in, is that Lakeville?
Lakeville. Yeah. 37 on the back.
Lake McCoy.
Excellent. 37. Anyway, but we got the league starting up this week again. Tuesday, I don't know, we're going to see you.
Yep, I'll be there.
Wow.
Yep. I'm not doing bocce tomorrow, but I'm doing league Tuesday.
All pass for Dougie.
I
Tuesday?
Yeah, why not?
Great.
Yeah, I can't do both. I can't come in here and do bocce and do golf league. But I've also won the bocce championship like 3 times. So.
Wow.
You want to rub it in?
Yeah. You never come down that.
You're
day.
not even a member, and you're winning the tournament.
That's right. That's why when you look at the plaque, it's just an asterisk.
I know. I gotta come down. I'll come down a couple Mondays since I get bored. But I don't know. Just I like.
You live close enough.
Which is nice. I like the bunch of guys that play, obviously. So I like saying hi to them. I don't care too much about if I play or not. I don't know. Just always feel like Monday nights I'm a little bit. Monday nights to me it ends up being. I need a huge salad. We take it easy. Yeah, you said it right there.
But yes, definitely excited for golf league. I just got the weather report. You said it's going to be what, mid-80s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mid-80s, sunny.
Okay.
Instead of freaking below 0. Windy. So I'm taking the money this week off.
Patrick playing?
Yeah.
Really? Coach is
Simsy playing it? Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Five
That'll be with his buddies.
Okay. It actually wasn't bad. Not last week before we played with
Diane
and her friend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me.
We were with doing a 6 with Costello and his crew, and
Do you want it? You want it?
Oh, we're gonna blast him.
Okay.
Chris Jones couldn't handle the numbers.
We got
losing his mind. Second hole,
he like bogeyed like the first hole, and then we got to like the second tee box. I can't do this. I can't do 6 guys.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't like that either.
Really?
No.
What?
I like to move.
We're a
6 is a lot of people.
he was the man. Couldn't handle the numbers.
Yeah, it's just.
So I saw Diane and her friend come up behind. I said, "Don't worry, fellas. Just keep going. We'll go with these guys."
Oh, perfect.
And we had a great round.
Great. And mind you, if I'm ever in a scramble tournament,
Oh yeah.
I will not hesitate to call either one of them. They hit the piss out of the ball.
Her buddy.
I forget.
Meredith. I think it was Meredith.
Was it Mary?
She had a birdie putt on the 6th hole.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I was like, you gotta hit this. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Diane the other night. We were hanging out at the Pillory Pub. Good band, the Faye band. She's awesome singer. And,
Sheila?
Which one?
Sheila. And I believe it was Sheila, yeah. Awesome time. Met up with Big Joe Kent, his girlfriend. And
Big Joe Kent was there.
you know, Big Joe. And Diane, she was having a good time. Frank was there, one of my neighbors. Who actually has a good setup. I popped over his place 4th of July. He wanted me it out to a bar, set up flat screen, all that. She said, come over whenever you want. Yeah, it's a pretty cool setup. But we had fun. Diane got a little banged up. And she was telling me, though, that Jason, if you guys remember, was on our podcast, the fisherman out in Alaska. His boat almost sunk the other day. Crazy. The surf was so bad, they were getting towed in by the, what are the ships that from the show?
Oh, one of the
Deadliest Catch boat. The line got caught. Started getting pulled down. It was starting to take on water. She said it was like legitimately. They almost lost the boat.
Like, called the Coast Guard.
But he's had a pretty good score. We have like July 20th, I think, is the last day they can do there for the contest. And it's creeping towards the mark where I could win the bet. Yes. I don't know. Well, I don't want to jinx them, but we're getting close. You still have those numbers, right, Doug? Let's see what we do with next podcast.
Yes, I have the numbers.
Wow,
right here. Alaskan salmon totals.
There you go.
Rick is at 125.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach went 103. I went 106.
So we'll see what happens.
Price is Right guy boxing me out.
But that was an interesting. So anyway, that's good thing. I feel good to hear. They're not dead.
Yeah.
Top three?
That's interesting though. Yeah, we'll go top three.
Top three?
Interesting though. Like, did you say somebody that's gonna leave?
I don't know. You've been out of sorts with all LPP, losing it for like
3 weeks, not 3 months. Came back for
If it was the summertime, I think he could do it. He's all around in the summertime. He's running around. He's going. He's got this. He's got that. We're doing showcase. Yeah, I think he could handle it in the summertime.
All right.
No comment.
All right, top three. So we're gonna go top three best beaches.
Being at the beach club?
Yes, being at the beach club. Top three beaches. Go.
Well, for me, I've been to Aruba 8 times.
Wow, what a brag, huh? Eagle Beach in Aruba. Okay.
Eagle Beach is I'll tell you right now, it's 82 degrees in the sun every day.
Eagle Beach. Let's see. For me, I've never been there. I gotta be honest, probably my favorite place that when I can get out to it as much as I can when it's open is right here. And out in Browns, on the point in Browns Bank. You drive right out there, love it. Feel like you're out on the end of a peninsula. It's a great spot. You can stop by here, club's right here. On the way back in, swing by Sandy's, which is the left. Great cocktails over there. I usually go with the skinny margarita.
Well, I gotta be honest, this was on my list of top three.
That's how it's That's why it's the top.
No, but I'm with you. I love this view. Yesterday, Patty and I went out there, and I was there, I don't know, 5.5 hours. And it was, hysterical. Patty yesterday, right? She was out in the water. And just, because it was hot, she was out in the water. Literally, I'm not kidding, 10 feet away from her, the biggest friggin' seal I've ever seen. It breached out of the water. She's like, oh my God, it had some kind of like, I think it was a tag or something fluorescent. It almost hit her.
Wow.
She's like, oh my God, why aren't you filming this? Because I'm worried about losing my wife. But this thing was enormous. Like, right by huge. Like, bigger than big.
What was it?
Way bigger. Huh?
What do you think it was?
It was a seal.
Way bigger than you.
Oh, it's a seal.
Yeah.
Oh, massive.
It's breached right, like literally, like, she got like flashed. That's how close it was. Wow, huh? Yeah.
Doug? Oh, by the way, Mike Gambino is the former BC college coach, nice guy that went over to Penn State, but I didn't want to.
Gambino. You know what I think about when I hear Gambino?
Yeah. New York crime family.
What?
The New York crime family.
No.
Nope. Yes.
Ooh, that's not what I think of.
That's what I think.
I think of my cousin Vinny.
I like it. Good call. All right, Doug.
So I went down to Mass Maritime. My freshman year, we went through the Panama Canal and then did a porter call up to Costa Rica. Small little beach in Puerto Moreno. It was weird because it wasn't really a beach. We were like 80 yards set back from the actual beach, but it was like this little like inlet where water kind of like funneled down into. And it was so weird because you could there was like a little beach, but you could literally dive from the beach into the water, and it was like 10 feet deep.
Wow.
It was cool. So we went to we did a whole excursion. You did it was like an hour like horseback ride into like the jungle, and all of a sudden you just came out to this thing that had like picnic tables set up. It was pretty cool, but I was just like, especially being 18-year-old kid, and all of a sudden you hop on a ship and you go to Costa Rica. I never really experienced anything like that, but that was pretty cool. Just kind of seeing this thing. That was cool.
Good. I like it. Mine is, I have not been in a long time. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
We've been doing this 20 times, and all of a sudden just...
So,
Looking forward to grilling. We have grills at the club. I've got a feast about to go on.
Tell your friends.
so my parents lived up in Wells, Maine.
Well,
Yeah, they sold the house in Medway, Mass. They bought a place in Wells, Maine, Florida. So every summer I used to go to Wells, Maine to the beach there in Gunkway.
they still have the house?
Sold that, sold both. Dad died, sold both houses. But anyway, Gunkway, I mean, there's a beach there. Water's freaking cold, but they got two things going on there. So the surf is high, so body surfing is awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. And then they have this river that you can the current's very fast and it's warm. I don't know why it's warm and the water's cold, but so you just get this river, you just float down the river. It brings you down, it's warm water, come back out, float down, go out, just body surf. There's tons of restaurants right there. We brought the kids there when they were young. That's my second favorite.
Nice, very nice. Yeah. So sorry I interrupted Coach before, but anyway, I've not been in. I used to go every summer. I haven't been in a long time, especially since I moved to Plymouth. But it was on Nantucket Island. This goes back to starting at the high school days when I had between my parents used to like to usually do like a vacation there, like a week in the summer. But then as I had some friends who owned summer homes there I went to high school with, so I'd go over, we'd go just the guys, and then in college it was always a great spot to go. I had some buddies who worked there. One of them, none other than David Al Chokachi, better known now as David Chokachi from Baywatch, Plymouth native. And they used to work at this beach as lifeguards. Him and this kid Jeff Mohenik. They were both a crazy rip. They were ripped in that. So have you ever been to Surfside Beach in Nantucket?
Yes,
The beach rocks. It used to rock in the day when there was like no restrictions on alcohol. But that is like some of the most dangerous surf you'll ever see. And
The water's warm.
oh, it's warm, but you got like literally, you better not go in unless you're like an expert swimmer. You better not go in over your knees, and you go over your knees, and the surf comes in, the waves you said, and you hit those things, you literally get fired back. It's wild. But those guys were like legitimate lifesaver guys. You know, they can pull people out of broken necks and stuff like that. But it's a gorgeous beach. You couldn't be stupid. That's for sure.
Aren't all beaches in Nantucket topless beaches?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I thought they were.
No, definitely not. There's sections, and it's bigger known for that on the Vineyard. But
I've actually never been in Nantucket, so I don't know.
there are sections of beach that you can go for that. Yeah.
So my second one is actually right up the road. I used to actually work there. Duxbury Beach. I don't know if you guys have ever gone.
You know, I haven't.
So you would like it. So you go kind of the same concept, two crossovers, but the entire beach is drive on. It's about 5 miles.
Yeah.
You can do drive on. You can do fire pits, cook out the whole. It's a little expensive. I think an out of town sticker is like $350 for the year.
go to the beach.
Oh, Kentucky.
But it's a beautiful beach.
Yeah, I've heard all the good things about that.
Yeah. And then it brings you on to like Gurnett Saquage too, that whole back road section.
Yeah, which is crazy because that's Plymouth.
That's Plymouth, yeah. So when I used to work out there, it's like, we would patrol that, but it would technically be Plymouth. So if there was any like issues, like we would have gone out there.
So my last beach is local. I went there as a kid. My parents brought me there, and then we went back as a family down there. That awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then Wellfleet.
Yeah.
At the National Seafood.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Although, to be honest with you, I was a little nervous about the weight size.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're too big.
But yeah, that place was great. The beachcomb with the whole Wellfleet thing.
Especially the agile coach. You're not going
That's
out.
right. CrossFit coach.
So they would have said no, Jim. Beautiful down there.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The weather, I mean, the waves are high, but it's weird. It drops off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's how it is, and it's Surfside. It's just like, But,
so if you don't say this deep right now, I'm going to sort of.
I get so many on my list right now. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah, but I get one of my favorite days at a beach, and it actually is way better than here. Beach Club at New Seabury, where the Pompanesett Inn is. Oh God, what a setup that is! You go there, you walk in, right? There's a private club like this. But you've been in the one with the pool and everything. Unbelievable. Go in, walk through, you get towels right there. Go down. There was a bar right on the beach. Hung out. You're right there. You feel like that was an unbelievable time. I had a blast. Stayed down there with a friend. Then we went the next night to that night we went to the private other club next to the Pompanesett Inn.
Now see, you got mad at Doug for cutting something out last week. I could say something right now, you can have it cut out too, but I won't. Because I'm not that guy. I won't. I'm not that guy.
It's just a friend.
There's that. And then Zach continues out. But anyway, what was I gonna say?
But that was a good spot. But
I'm appalled right now that you didn't say Fort Lauderdale.
Well, I do love Fort Lauderdale. I like the Fort Lauderdale beach is different. The Fort Lauderdale beach is okay. It's nice. It's really nice. The water's warm. It's nice by path. I like it because of the strip. I like the action on that beach. But it's definitely a good beach. I was going to throw it because of old time's sake, because as you guys know, I'm a North Shore guy. So I grew up on basically Revere Beach, which my parents grew up on. And my parents back in the day, it was like, that place was rock star. They used to have there in the day roller coasters and everything, believe it or not. Now it's all condos. It's crazy. High end. And, but it was when Kelly's was the original Kelly's. And when I was a kid in high school, that's where we went, go over there and, hang on the wall.
Do you have a third beach?
I don't know the name of it. I don't really know if it has a name, but it's the beach on the backside of the Seacrest Hotel down in Falmouth.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I know what you're talking about.
I went to my first ever beach wedding there about probably 2 years ago now.
I'm going to give you a beach, Silver Beach. I'm thinking Silver Beach.
Old Silver Beach?
Yeah. Old Silver Beach.
Is that it? Okay. I don't know if it was the same. It kind of went down south, but it was the first, and it was kind of like. I didn't know it was like actually on the beach. I thought it was in the hotel. So then they kind of like started bringing us out. I'm like, and I don't think the women there got the memo either, because these women are wearing like 5-inch heels and they're like trying to like walk through the sand.
Well, speaking of entertainment,
but like so to finish my thought, that was the best thing, because it was like, and I felt bad, and they're dear friends of mine, Melissa and Devin, but I didn't pay attention to a single thing in the whole ceremony.
Yeah, you were watching.
I'm looking over here. I'm looking over there. There's a seagull over here. Beautiful, but beautiful beach. I'd never really been down there before, because I don't really venture down the Cape too much. But
you can go there as like just somebody wants to go to the beach, and take get drinks and stuff like that at the place.
Nice,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. I was speaking of entertainment. Lisa and I were at the beach over here. We didn't go all the way out. It was late in the afternoon on I don't know, Sunday, right, Friday. Yeah, we should get out of work, and we popped right down. And all of a sudden, somebody sets up this little thing, and a wedding of his.
Wow. Out there.
Like they were literally in the middle of like families and stuff.
Oh, man.
It was so fun.
Wow.
I said to Lisa, I have seen it all.
By the way, I'm going to make a public service announcement.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You know how it's a big deal? We can talk about it. The piping clovers down there. How, like, you can't go out there, crossovers closed, blah, blah, blah. They are assassins. I got too close to an nest the other day. The thing was like kamikaze right at me. They wanted to kill me. Literally flew by me and shit on me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, but the reason why
Torpedoed him.
the reason why you don't go by there to keep people off there is to protect the people, not the birds.
Wow.
Because they're crazy.
That's good. That's good to
They
know.
are so aggressive. It's not even funny.
Maybe the Plymouth population will be as better now with that unbelievable tidbit from our bid.
But I'm thinking it's to protect the people, not the birds. Anyway, boys, we did it again. Episode 20 is in the books.
In the books.
Right. Thanks to the
Little River Beach
Thanks
Club.
to the Beach Club.
Yes.
Everybody. Thanks to our
Cheers.
viewers. Hope you enjoyed the
Cheers.
view behind
Yes.
us. Well, next week's we're not sure where we're going to go, but
never know.
we'll let you know. And let's hope we get some
Depends
good,
on Dougie's availability.
and talk a little bit of.
If you get the schedule going, man.
Good luck, Dougie.
Hey, good luck.